Hey guys, cool brother, we're back. I'm Rick.
I'm Maggie.
We're back with Haikyuu, the last episode of season 2. And what a season it has been. We are stronger, we are faster, and we beat Abajosai.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. And you thought we couldn't do it.
Or the run continues.
We shouldn't do it.
But where will it end? We will see. We're also going to react to the OVA after this episode, which takes place between season 2 and 3. So stay tuned for that as well.
Oh my goodness.
At the end of all this. Yeah, so match is over, and now we wrap it up, I guess, and then see where we go next.
We don't go directly into the next. I mean, all the teams are here, right? This is like the finals for our district.
Well, we still have one match left, yeah.
But they're in our district.
Yes.
They're next.
Yes, they are next. But I figure there's going to be like a denouncement,
Denouncement?
What's the French word for resolution? Like the Abajosai was the climax, and now there's it's spelled like denouncement, but it's not pronounced that way, I think.
Spelled like denouncement?
Right?
I'm so confused.
I don't feel crazy.
Let's spell it then.
Like there's climax and resolution. But it's called something else in French. Isn't it?
I don't know French.
I'm looking it up.
Denouement. What I just said.
Denouement.
Yeah.
Denouement? I don't know. But yeah. That. That's where we're at now. Let's get to it.
They got coping mechanisms. Some of them very healthy. Some of them, I don't know. It'll work. Hopefully. Oh, this is beautiful and sad.
Yep.
And glorious.
No, it's great because it makes me feel
better.
Happy and sad no matter the outcome.
Yeah.
It's like I'm obviously happy if Crossno wins, but I'm sad because Abajosai won.
I also realize that we're probably going to spend half of next season humanizing the Shiratorizawa team.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the next match is the finals, so.
Yeah, but
it's not like we're going to have time.
Are you kidding? We spent like 3 episodes on this game.
Well, yeah, that's not what we have to.
And we knew that team already because we played a game with them before.
I'd say 5 episodes at most.
That lasted.
It's either.
I think that game, if you add up all their moments from previous seasons and such, would easily be 6, maybe 7 episodes.
So either Crossno wins.
That's almost a season.
If Crossno wins, then it's off to the Nationals.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then they have to start the process over without the 30 years.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. I feel like they might go to the Nationals.
Oh, you feel that way now?
Well, I feel like we need a little more time. I don't know, though. Because, like, up until this point, we've been the underdogs. And so...
We're still the underdogs. What are you talking about? Everybody's like... We were shown for a total of, like... You judge it by TV time, okay?
Not if we beat Shiratorizawa. Then I feel like they aren't the underdogs anymore. So, like...
I mean, he's been picked for like 1 player on the under-19 team, but there is an entire rest of the under-19 team.
Well, we'll definitely be the underdog at the Nationals, but I don't think us going back again to the preliminaries, we'd be the underdogs again.
No.
So, like, in order to keep that underdog storyline going, I feel like they have to make it to the Nationals.
Yeah. Are you trying to write yourself into a corner? It's like, gotta figure out the story. Otherwise, like, they can't possibly tell this story all over again.
No,
that would be important.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like,
so you think? Okay, so one idea is that they literally spend all of next season on this match.
No, they're not going to spend it all on this match.
How many episodes is it?
It's 25.
25. Half.
No. This is ridiculous. No.
7 or more?
No, less than 5.
Less than 5.
Yes.
It's an important team. We've gotten to know them minusculely.
Well,
with Apojosai, we had like a fairly storied relationship with.
But I feel like the mystery makes them more intimidating.
Yeah, but we're going to delve into that by playing them.
Sure.
That's why
Not
I think
for
that the
15
game.
episodes.
Well, no, maybe.
This isn't Dragon Ball Z fight.
I understand that, but I'm just saying that it could take longer than you expected. Maybe.
They could just time skip.
Oh my god.
We might not even see it. They might just lose off screen.
Next shot
And
is
Daichi's
just
gone. And like
Tanaka is just sobbing his eyes out, just holding on to Seiko. And she's just like, yes, brother.
Who knows? But as far as this season went, I really liked it. I can't say which one I like better, the first or the second. I just love them both so much.
Why do you have to compare? They're great.
It's great. Like, I can't say like the show's getting better. It just started off amazing, and it's been amazing entirely all the way through. There hasn't been a single episode that has not been great.
Yeah, I feel it's like usually you can kind of feel the crests and the low points. Like you can kind of feel like, oh, this was this season and this was that season. I don't feel that at all with the show. It's just like the same story. It doesn't feel like there are seasons.
And it's great seeing like everyone waiting at the school for them to come back and cheering them.
Yeah.
Like maybe they'll actually show up at the game. Although, I mean, I guess they can't go because it's during school, right? Like the volleyball players are excused because if they were waiting at the school, it must have like happened. Like school must have happened, and they stayed after.
This isn't yet another issue where we just don't know the timings of their school years. But regardless, the other schools had people cheering.
That's a good point.
So that means we could have had people cheering.
That's a good point.
And those people they were all in colors.
Hopefully they show up next time, and it's not just our 5 versus an entire section.
Will Coach Yukai come? Oh, Coach Yukai, I mean.
I hope
Will he come?
He might not come until the Nekama game.
He won't come until Nationals?
Maybe they save him for that.
I could see that, but... Come on! He's an old man, surely he watches TV. You'd see that. The crows are flying again.
You saw that one picture they had of them on the
tiny
news
little
program.
Yeah.
Whereas they had like minutes on Abajosai.
Yeah. Well, to be honest,
they
like
just can't
those
catch a
guys. Abajosai were pretty awesome.
So Oikawa said that like his volleyball career doesn't end here. So that means like there's more. There's college, I assume.
Cool.
Level sports. So I guess we'll get another try in 3 years, maybe, if the show goes on that long.
How dare you keep saying such pessimistic things? Can you not let yourself be hyped up even a bit by this show enough to say, in 3 more years, we'll see him again?
But I mean, I would be just as happy, not just happy, but I would be satisfied if we didn't as well. And we just like saw him occasionally like check in with us, you know? Like, I feel like he had a good story.
He joins the local neighborhood team. The ones that we're helping train our guys. And he starts playing games with them regularly. I don't know. He's from the area, right? How big is...
Well, I assume they're going off to college, though, so he might not, like, stay in the area.
Yeah, that's true. Who knows?
Like, him and his friend were talking, like, you know, we've been playing all this time together, but we might be separated now. If we are, I'm going to win.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it was really good.
But we won!
And I was right, like, Okawa read he read Hinata, but the block deflected it. So, like,
yeah.
If it was just Oikawa, maybe they would have won, but...
I mean, he did, like, barely...
Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Yep.
it all rested on that little tiny thing that makes me so scared for this next match.
I mean, I don't think it rested on that little tiny thing. There were so many, like, good moments.
No, but...
Like, every single one of our players, not just the ones that play regularly, but Suga had his moment in the sun. Inoshita had his moment in the sun.
I mean, it was all great to get us there, but in that
Tadashi.
moment, it all was down to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little terrifying.
Especially since Abajosai has not won in the last 3 years against Shiro Torizawa.
Yeah, but, like, they thought they were ready to take Shiro Torizawa. Just because we've never gone up against them.
We haven't.
So, like, we've never been matched. Sure, Abajosai's been matched, and they haven't quite come up there.
Maybe we have a good matchup.
But they thought they were ready this year.
I mean, we don't know anything else about the team other than
We haven't even seen them.
the ace.
Yeah, we haven't even seen them play hardly.
We
Like,
didn't even see their faces. Like when they showed
Yeah.
us the team, everyone was in shadow except for.
that's always like a really bad sign because like the theme of the game is like team. As soon as you quit, like as soon as you quit playing as a team, it's like you start getting screwed, majorly. And every time they show Shiro Torizawa, it's always they're not in the spotlight. It's always Ushiwaka is the only one lit, and then everybody else is just like drones in the back.
True, but they have to have a good team because they've won 3 years in a row. Like,
But are they a happy team?
as long as they're effective, I don't know that it matters. It's easy to be happy when you're winning.
I don't know if you could stay angry if you're fighting Karasuno. It's just they're just too entertaining.
Yeah.
And, you know, they seem to lift up the teams they fight anyway.
Excited for the challenge because it's great that this show. Like I always believe that this could be Karasuno's last match. You know, like.
Yeah, because you're pessimist.
Well, it's like the opposite of One Punch Man. Where like One Punch Man, you never feel any danger because he's going to win in one punch. Like that's the title of the anime.
Yeah,
you know?
it's making fun of the power
Um,
men play anime things.
And you know, like a lot of animes, I think, like I don't know, sometimes the outcomes feel a little more sure. But in this, it seems like we're fighting for every point. You know,
They have put a lot of effort into making us have to watch the game with as much trepidation as the people in the stands. And that is torturous.
yeah. So standout of the season for you, character-wise?
That's the hard thing. It's like I don't remember what season started.
Well, I think from like who changed the most for me was Suki. I think of like him being kind of cold and unapproachable and unlikable to now he's still cold, but he's a little more approachable and he's likable.
Yeah.
So I feel like he had the most change for me in the season. And I really did like his arc with his brother. Mm-hmm. I feel like Tanaka has been one note the entire time, and it's amazing, and I hope he never changes.
It's the best note. I could listen to a song and it was just him the whole time and be the best note.
Like Kageyama.
Because he's steady as a rock. That's what I've been telling you.
Kageyama has developed the most in the whole series, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I mean, this season he developed a lot, but I think he developed more in the first season.
Yeah, but a lot of that was just catching up to like what is like the bare minimum. Like he was missing a lot of like just basic social interaction skills.
Which he still is, but I like Yachi more than I like
Kyoko?
Because we just don't know very much about Kyoko. Like, my favorite thing still, I think, in the entire series is when Kyoko made that flag. which will always endear her to my heart. But I really like Yachi.
But what really made that moment was not like the fact that she made that flag, but was the way all the third years just like, and the boys just all just like burst into tears.
How
like,
could you not?
They were so struck by it. And meanwhile, like the first years that like don't know
It was striking.
the history and everything, they're not as like affected by it. But like the people with history, they're like, oh, this is amazing.
I really enjoyed Tadashi finding his confidence, becoming useful to the team,
Finding his fight.
finding his voice, because he hardly ever talked in the first season, I feel like.
Speaking of talking, Shita, he actually had some moments. You know him now. You know his name. You know where he's going.
Yeah?
He's not just, the one that tutored them and is just always kind of like a, solid background guy.
He's the upcoming captain, it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And then Hinata is always amazing. I mean, he's still Hinata.
Yeah, Hinata's probably had the least amount of
I feel like he's developed the most in terms of skill
yes,
of all of them.
but not in character, because that character is the same one that he's been gifted since he was like knee high to a grasshopper.
Well, he's gotten more, like before in season 1, like he would avoid like the other team and like throw up and things, and now he's like, he just confronts them,
He's gaining confidence, but like I don't think that's changing his personality or anything like that.
No, I don't think so either. He's just wild-eyed and boundless enthusiasm.
Amazing.
It's pretty great.
I love Yachi.
I love Yachi and Hinata. They play each other off each other so well.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Can't wait for the next season. Hopefully,
I want Hinata's little sister to come to a game and be just that.
it's the finals. Like, how does their families and all the schoolmates, like, how does the arena not flood? How? Well,
Did you ever go to a school that had did anything?
no. All of our teams were terrible, but the stands were still always full.
There's nothing better to do.
Maybe. It's a pretty rural area. Like, they're talking about like going to Tokyo and like, oh my god. So they're from a pretty rural area too, I think.
Yeah, maybe, but it's still not as bad as Southeast Ohio.
Fantastic season.
They can walk to school and see houses the whole time, and not just be alone on some country road with coyotes following you.
And it wasn't just the two with the animals as like symbols. Shiratozawa has the white eagles.
I know, that's why I said when I was trying to convince you that they would have to win, is Awajosa didn't have an animal. We do. Nekoma has an animal. Shiratozawa has an animal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we're going to be crows against the eagle. I told you that last time. How come you spout this information like, oh, by the way.
Do you have anything else?
You want something new to knock off next episode?
So,
okay, my favorite, whenever they have those wonderful wide shots of the entire team, it never fails. The best face is always Tanaka's. The best expression every single time.
my favorite's is Suki's because it never changes.
Suki's is good, but when you've seen it once, you've seen it 30 times.
But that's the thing. Like, no matter what happens, he always has the same expression. And that's what makes it great. And you're wrong. Yachi is the best.
She's the last one. You can always look at her because she's this littlest one. She's always on the end, so you can always see her. But when you're pan through all the guys, you gotta choose one. Tanaka's always worth it.
Tanaka's is always great. I also really like the Libero as well.
Yeah.
His is always really good. Yeah, great season. I'm glad we don't have to wait for the next one.
So surprised Seijo had so many third years. There was like 6. Not all of them were active players, but
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Krasno only has 3.
I think so.
Yeah. We're a fairly young team.
Yeah.
As far
Well,
as
we
the
also just
splits.
don't have as many members as some of the other teams, I feel like, either. So I think there's that aspect to it as well.
Yep. Yeah, they mentioned it like in the past. Krasno's like you could be part of the team, but you'd never actually make it to off the bench, basically.
Well, it was like,
Suki's older brother.
yeah, like when Krasno was good, yeah, they had a lot of players. But now that they haven't been good in a while, it's just not as popular as a club, I think.
Yep.
And Yachi's good at recruiting, too. So, that poster she made. All right, anything else?
No, I don't think so.
All right, well, that's it for season 2 of Haikyuu. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and
Are we gonna start?
hope you stick around for season 3.
Are we gonna start season 3?
Because here it comes!
Yes!
We have to wait, but you don't. You can see it right now over at patreon.com/blindwave, where you can see early access, you can see full length, and more. Be sure to subscribe. We'll be coming back with Fruits Basket as well as soon as that dub is a little more steady and it's finished. So we're excited for that. That's good. The last season for that's coming out in 2021 as well, I think. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that when it comes back. Thanks, guys. Bye.